Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Still overcast conditions out there at the moment. Seeing ceilings start to lower a bit as the front itself starts to move through the area. Also seeing winds becoming a bit more gusty and more westerly as that front approaches as well. But otherwise mild at the moment. Temperatures sitting around 55 degrees. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have that cold front that is just about to push through the area as we continue over the next hour or so. Behind that, we'll see winds shifting out of the northwest and some cooler air and slightly breezy air moving into the area, but that should clear out of our chances for any precip as we go throughout the day today. Otherwise, we'll see this kink in the line here move off coast and try to develop an area of low pressure off the coast that will keep things breezy as we go throughout the weekend this weekend. Excuse me. If we take a look at the upper level winds from this morning's balloon sounding, we had southwesterly winds near the surface becoming south-southwesterly as we go up through the column, building up winds up to a peak wind around 98 knots at 25,000 feet. Looking at the current local radar at the moment, we see just some light showers along that line with the front, or just ahead of the front. To our north, it looks like we could miss out on any of that precip activity as it pushes through. And then behind that, we should see dry conditions with just some scattered clouds lingering around, or scattered broken decks lingering around for the rest of the day. If we take a look at the current visible satellite, we can see a break in the clouds behind the front, well off to the west, but still plenty of cloud material over the local area, and starting to see those shift in winds to northwesterly and becoming a little gusty over the area as well. If you look at a short-term high-resolution model, as we go throughout the next couple hours, we'll see that front pushing through again, and chances of showers will quickly diminish, and we'll see dry conditions for most of the day today, slightly breezy. We will see a mix of scattered and broken cloud decks lingering around as we go throughout the day and into the evening hours this evening, but otherwise things will remain dry. And as we go into Saturday, we'll see this area of low pressure starting to deepen a bit well off the coast. It's not going to bring us any showers, but it will help keep it breezy conditions through the area, as well as some clouds in the area as well. So we'll see probably start off partly cloudy for our day Saturday, and then we'll see clouds building back in, becoming mostly cloudy. And that story will continue as we go into Saturday evening and into our day on Sunday. Still see that low pressure off the coast and that upper level trough digging across the area. And as high pressure starts to build in towards the end of the weekend, we'll see that gradient stay tight enough to keep things slightly breezy for the day on Sunday. But again, remaining dry, and we'll see some chillier conditions with more seasonable air in the area. If we zoom out and take a look at the longer term model with the GFS here, we see high pressure building in for the beginning of next week, and that will keep things dry as we go to start the week. And then as we go into Tuesday, we'll have what looks to be a weak boundary moving into the areas, but nonetheless that will give us a chance at seeing some precip moving in for the day on Tuesday. Some models indicating it breaking apart a bit. As you can see, not a lot of precip showing up here. It starts to break apart as it makes it to our area, but not a big rush of cool air with this either. We'll see some mild temperatures, and high pressure will build in quickly behind it for Wednesday, keeping things dry, and then a more well-organized low pressure system will move into the Great Lakes area, and that will again bring us a warm front as we go into the day on Thursday, bring us a chance of some showers, and we'll keep those temperatures mild, and then possibly a trailing cold front moving in to cap out the end of the week, and before we see things start to clear up for the weekend. So if we look at the short-term 24-hour weather risk chart, we had that orange risk for precip this morning. That's quickly diminishing as we go over the next hour or so, with that boundary starting to push through the area. We'll see our warmest temperatures really currently, and then as this front pushes through, we'll see temperatures slowly start to drop throughout the day. We'll also see the wind shift out of the northwest and become quite breezy with around 10 to 15 knots, and we'll see gusts up to 23 knots. Have that yellow risk for a wind advisory at or above 25 knots. Actually just saw winds jump up above that advisory level, so we did just issue that wind advisory with the front passing through, we did see those winds jump up. But nonetheless, as we go throughout the day, remaining slightly breezy into the evening hours and into the start of the day tomorrow. We'll also keep those clouds around with some scattered to broken decks in the low and mid levels, as well as some high clouds also in the area. That will continue as we go throughout the evening. You'll see a little less high clouds this evening, but still some scattered and broken decks in the low to mid levels continuing. Otherwise, we'll see a chilly evening with a low around 30 degrees, and with that breeze, we'll see wind chill values in the 20s. And right now, tide's running about 1/2 to a foot above normal. Going into the weekend forecast, we'll see starting off partly cloudy on Saturday, and we'll see mostly cloudy conditions as we go throughout the day at times. And then we'll see breezy conditions continue, slightly breezier than today, and that will keep things on the chilly side, expecting a high around 42, so that's just a couple degrees below average, but we will see that wind keeping wind chill values in the upper 20s and low 30s, and we do have that orange risk for winds at or above 25 knots. Going into Saturday night, we'll keep a breeze around and keep that orange risk of winds at or above 25 knots. Otherwise, mostly cloudy starting off, and then we could see things start to clear up a bit as we get later into Sunday morning, becoming partly cloudy. But otherwise, another cold evening with a low around 26 and wind chill values in the teens. Going into Sunday, we'll start to see the skies start to clear a bit, becoming mostly sunny by the later portion of the day, but still slightly breezy. We do have that yellow risk for winds at or above 25 knots, and then another chilly day with those winds will keep wind chill values in upper 20s, low 30s once again, with the actual high temperature of 44. To start off the week for Monday, another partly cloudy and seasonable day with a high around 47. We'll start off on the chilly side once again around 26 for Monday morning. And then going into Monday evening, we'll see a low around 36. We'll see a warming trend with some mild days ahead for Tuesday and Wednesday with highs in the low to mid 50s. We'll have that chance of rain on Tuesday, looking at 30% chance at the moment, otherwise mostly cloudy. And we'll have some mild evenings after that in the low to mid 40s. Wednesday, we'll see a break in some of the clouds, partly to mostly cloudy for Wednesday, but no precip expected. And then we'll have that next chance of precip in the area for Thursday, looking at about 40% chance at the moment. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, and we'll see some breezy conditions. We'll also see some breezy conditions as that boundary moves through on Tuesday as well, but high on Thursday will be around 54, so another mild day as we get towards the end of the week. Well, that will wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again Tuesday at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.